Good evening and good morning to you all. We are here on RN Talks platform and सबसे पहले Happy International Women's Day. वैसे तो Women's Day हर रोज होता है. Every day is a Women's Day. But since this particular day has been marked as Women's Day, 8th of March, so I'm saying good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all the women of the world, wherever you are and whatever time you are watching this at. Our guest on the show today is Dr. Geeta Barwanath. She is no stranger to you. She has been on our platform before also. She is a gynae. She is an obstetrician, and she is also an expert in dealing with high risk cases. So, those of you who have not seen her previous work can go back on our archives and you can watch Dr. Geeta Barwanath's session with us, where we have discussed COVID and pregnancy and fertilization. All these problems were discussed over there very in details. So now, today I'm going to get Dr. Geeta Nath over here because we are going to be covering one major problem that the women they face at midlife. Okay, midlife crisis, I would say, एक बहुत बड़ी problem होती है, and that is menopause. It is not discussed very openly, and women suffer. Since today we are celebrating Women's Day, I thought कि जो एक टॉपिक जिसको हम हश टोन्स में बात करते हैं, उस टॉपिक को जरा खुल के बात किया जाए. आखिर जो लेडी है हमारे घर की, अगर वही ठीक नहीं रहेगी, वही स्वस्थ नहीं रहेगी, तो घर कैसे स्वस्थ रहेगा? अगर वो चिड़चिड़ी रहेगी तो घर में सबका मूड खराब हो जाएगा. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट for we as women to understand, identify our problems and find a solution to that. So for the same matter, Geeta Barwanath, Dr. Geeta Barwanath is here. She has opened an all-women exclusive clinic to deal with this problem, midlife care, and that is in Gurugram. And you can all contact her and discuss your problems with us. So I am getting Dr. Geeta Barwanath over here, and we shall discuss about few problems and approaches to the problems. So welcome to the show, Dr. Nath, and
Thank you.
you are no stranger on our platform. You've been here, and we have discussed COVID and problems related with COVID and pregnancy, and for people who are going in for like IVF also, and pregnancy, high risk cases, old age, COVID, things relating to vaccination also. Like people were so skeptical about it when it first came. Now today we are here. You have, I believe, Open Midlife Care. It's an all-exclusive clinic for dealing with midlife crisis that a woman faces due to menopause. And
Yes,
if I am not wrong, then your clinic is based in Gurugram. That is Gurugram of today and Gurgaon of yesteryears.
yes,
So, if it's I want to ask you, this is very unheard of, an exclusive menopausal clinic. Like menopause is one thing like we all discussed in hushed tones, and in some houses it is not even discussed at all because it relates to women issues. These certain things in our society are all hushed down. कि भाई ये तो normal है. तो इसके बारे में क्या बात करनी? So why did you feel the need of starting this exclusive clinic, midlife care, and what all I want you to tell rather than me speaking about it.
First of all, Ranjita, wishing you a very happy Women's Day.
Thank
And
you so much.
you are doing a commendable job for the society. We are very happy about it. And I would like to wish all the women in the world a very happy International Women's Day. Not, and this year, I would like to dedicate this happiness to, especially to the menopausal women. Uh, women of all the women of the world, because they deserve to be happy not only today but throughout the year. So, with this happy note, let us start why I thought of opening this exclusive menopausal clinic, Dr. Gita's Midlife Care in Gurgaon, Delhi NCR. Actually, I've been practicing for more than 25 years, and during my busy practice, always I have noticed these menopausal ladies, we can't give enough time in a normal gynae clinic. And I have seen, since the time I have studied gynecology, I really feel for these women because I have seen our mother, grandmother, generations wise, all the women, they suffered silently without complaining, thinking that it is the normal thing to feel. And they could have been helped. Because of lack of awareness, they were suffering silently. So since the time I studied gynecology, my heart goes out to all of them, that I need to do something for the society, something for this group of people, this group of women, to help them to prevent the complication of this natural transition in life. That is the
Right.
reason most, and I've been traveling abroad. I have noticed in abroad, mostly, women are having the facility of a menopause clinic, and in India, it is like, not openly talked about subject as yet, leave
Yeah.
alone. So well, I thought it is time we talk about it. It is time they should have a place to come and discuss their problems openly, and so that whatever little knowledge I have about menopause, I can guide them, I can counsel them, I can tell them how to go about the lifestyle changes they need to do at this time of life.
Right, because I personally also think that most of the problems related to women, like they're always like pushed under the carpet as if ki ये तो होता ही
Absolutely.
है, चलता ही रहा है, what is so special in it? हमारी दादी
Yeah.
नानी ने भी किया था, तो and a woman really does not know ki why she is getting irritated, and like there's so many things really, because after all these are all hormones, and when
That's right.
hormones play jigri pugri with our brain and with our system, then we really don't know where to go for it. So I think that this is an extremely important thing that you are covering, and I think it should benefit a lot of women if we just
Yeah.
put aside our taboos of not discussing and we come out more openly. I think it will make life of lots of women easier, and
Yeah.
the even the people in the house will benefit, because a happy woman
Yeah,
contribute to a better house, a
that's true.
peaceful
That's
home.
true. Actually, see, firstly, I would like to tell the people what is menopause. Shortly, I would like to make them aware how to go about it. Menopause is when you stop having period continuously for a year. Then we call it menopause. And period before that, another 2 to 3 years, is called premenopause or perimenopause. And period after the complete cessation of menstrual cycle is called postmenopause.
Right.
So the Indian average age group is 45 to 55 years. So this 10 years, you are going through a lot of physiological changes, and you are going through a lot of, changes in the body silently, because you are not aware. So you don't know what is going on inside, and you don't know how to help yourself. Point
Right.
is, you can be helped. So take help of an expert, not from
Right.
anybody and everybody. Take help of an expert.
So
So, would you?
I have, like, you have been doing cancer awareness for quite a long time, and now awareness about menopause. How do you think this will really benefit women? Like, in a very broad way, a detailed way. Like, how do you think it's really going to benefit them?
See, why I like, see, in my own small level, I like to create awareness because with my busy schedule, it's not possible to have a big organization. But in my own way, if someone wants to help, you can. Since we are, expert in this field, we should share our, whatever little knowledge with everybody, so that if with this, if few ladies also feel better or get saved from cancer or from the postmenopausal problems, it will be a great boon to the society. So point is here, Ranjita, is that to create awareness is a big issue, because even when I talk to the Delhi people, which is supposed to be the educated
Well,
hub or
broad-minded,
the
yes.
modern society, still people are not so much aware. And then I thought, how do I reach out to those corners of the country where people are in rural areas, people are in those areas where they're not educated, they can't reach out to a doctor because of lack of fund. So I thought, talking about it in proper media,
Okay.
like, whenever I go to Northeast, I try to do a health talk rather than doing anything, because health talk reaches out to the whole of Northeast.
People,
And
yes.
I try to speak in the regional language so that every corner of rural Northeast can understand. Similarly, in Haryana, I go to different places like, villages, and I try to speak in Hindi or, in a language where they can communicate, so that, they need to be aware. And let me tell you, they are so much, serious and sincere. If you are going to go to their village, they are so sincere and they like to learn things. They follow your advice, and in a way, I have been, associated with many villages like that, and I'm very happy to see that most of them are doing well. So this is one reason all the people who are aware must, give back to society.
Right.
Like today, you learn from this talk, you talk to different people, you talk to different media, so that people, you can pass on this message. Whoever listens this talk, they should pass on this message to the families, friends, their neighbors, so that way even one person is healthy, you are happy. You understand? So this is the thing. That is why I
And
wanted to create awareness. Yes.
how much, how would a woman actually come to know that she's going through this phase? Many of
Yes.
us are unaware just because it is not talked. हमारी like mothers नहीं बताती हैं कहीं माने because of the conservative, it is sometimes not even told. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be very frank about it. Mothers कई बार daughters को sex education भी नहीं देती हैं, which is
True.
very necessary. The right touch and the wrong touch, they are not taught
Absolutely.
because they think, oh, हम क्यों बताएंगे, ये so हो thing हो गए हैं. So
True.
how would a woman really know that she is going through this phase? If we just take
Yeah.
out that 45 years and 50 years wala, somebody can have it early also because
Early
of the
also.
and genes and whatever.
Yeah.
So किसी को
Yeah.
हो
Sometimes.
सकता है 45 से पहले भी हो जाए. Then how does the woman identify कि okay, this is what is leading me menopause, I'm going in for menopause, and maybe this is menopause, so I should consult. So if we know, जैसे बुखार आने वाला है तो body ache होता है, symptoms होते हैं. So
Yeah.
how do you
Another
actually put
word.
a finger to it?
Okay. So it's a very important question you have asked, Ranjita. What, in other words, what are the symptoms you can feel because of, you're approaching menopause or after the menopause? See, as you have said correctly, that menopause sometimes come early. It is called early menopause, late 30s and early 40s also. But
Yeah.
that percentage is less, fortunately. But we have to be aware from the age of late 30s. We should not wait that, okay, we will reach menopause and we will take care of it. No. So
Mhm.
here are these are the symptoms. Suppose suddenly you feel very hot without anything, reason, like, your upper body is flushed, you are red, you have a sweeping heat for few seconds, then go away. This is called hot flush. So these are the vasomotor symptoms. So this someone can feel the night sweats. Suddenly you wake up in the middle of night drenched in a pool of sweat. So this is another symptom, very irritating. Then the mood swings. You can have like premenstrual symptoms from the early age, but after the menopause you can have irritability and the mood swings. Then sometimes people go into depression. So
Yeah.
one is that. Then you can have vaginal dryness, because of which sexual life is very difficult. Then you can have overall skin dryness because of the collagen tissue goes down. And then you can have your bone loss. The long term effect of menopause is silently you lose bone from the age of 40, leading to osteopenia and finally osteoporosis in the long term. So without any symptom, you can lose silently. So if you are aware, you will do the things to prevent this bone loss. There are things you can do. I will come to it.
Yeah.
Then,
So why?
yeah, sorry.
No, no, no. Continue.
Yeah, then the long-term effect of these postmenopausal hormone is making you more prone to heart attacks, and the low estrogen can make you more prone to heart attacks and cardiovascular diseases. So that can be helped as well. And other than these symptoms, there are many other small symptoms. There are many more symptoms. Like, this is the time the family plays a very important role. That is why only the lady should not be aware. The whole family, the husband, the children, everybody must know that if my wife, my mother is irritable, there is a reason for it. We should not retaliate.
Right.
They should be able to help you rather at this age. So that
Yeah.
is why I prefer to counsel the whole family together, so that they can help each other. Even the men can go through hormonal changes at this age. So even the husband should be understood well. The both wife and
Yes.
understand husband. Yeah. So these are the symptoms they should look for if you are approaching any that age group, ideally 45 to 55. After that, things settle down really. So this is the time. If you are aware, we can help you really.
Now, I want like you to guide the woman as to all the difficult, like you already told the symptoms, and like you also said that this is not only a woman issue, it has to be dealt by the family also. So,
That's right.
in other words, how do you prevent? Like we always say, prevention is better than cure, right? So
Yes.
how do we prevent these premenopausal issues and postmenopausal problems so that a lady can contribute in a much better way, because if she just gets those mood swings and she just gets angry, samne wala bhi nahi samajhta hai, there is a big bat and there is a big fight over there between the husband wife, or say the, like, mother is going through, she's a single mother and the child does not understand what she is going through. So that particular, it's not just of one day, she might just be hit by this any time of the year while she is going through this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the bitterness comes into a relationship, which then
True.
eventually makes them go apart from each other. It
True.
drives them apart, where
Yeah.
actually the woman needs the support. Like she hasn't been like this all the life. She was never
Yes.
like this, but suddenly she's becoming hypersensitive about issues, hyper touchy about things that she never even used to bother about. So I would
True.
like you to address these problems, and also as, like, the role of the family, why it is important, and why should they take actually. We've all in detail. तो छोटा छोटा तो कवर किया है, but in detail,
Yeah.
like.
Right. See, firstly, how do you prevent this problem? Firstly, the good things. There is always a positive side of everything. The positive side of this is that, like, I always tell my menopausal friends that at 50 now, you are beginning a new phase of life because the life expectancy of a woman is going high. So that is when you are looking at another for 30 to 40 years easily after 50.
Yes.
So, but then if you are not healthy, then this phase can be terrible. So you have to know how to take care of yourself so that this new beginning of your life, when you are done with your looking after your small children, your children are self-sufficient, you have more time to yourself, then you can concentrate on your newfound freedom and hobbies. You never know, you may find lot of hidden talent in you. You may become a example of a women empowerment. You never know. So you have to now think not this way that, oh, I am menopausal and 50 years and I'm getting old. No, this attitude is not correct. The attitude should be, now I'm free to have my life. Now I'm going to pursue whatever I could not do because I did not have time for myself. You want to paint, you did not have time. You want to dance, you did not have time. You want to read, you want to write, you want to listen to music, sing, whatever. Whatever way you are happy, follow your dream. Follow your dream. That way, your mind is half settled because you are positively busy. Secondly, firstly, we need to understand why we are going through this. Then only you know how to help yourself. The reason behind menopause is that the reproductive hormones, estrogen and progesterone, they go down in your body. We have two ovaries which are like reproductive glands in our body, and they secrete estrogen and progesterone, and gradually by the age of 40, after the age of 40, the hormones go down. Then after the age of 45, it goes down further, and you start having these perimenopausal symptoms because of the low estrogen level body basically. And by the time you reach menopause, the cessation of menstrual cycle for a year, your estrogen hormone drops to a low level, very low level. And that is the reason all these symptoms occur. So now to help yourself, you know, we can start with the regularization of lifestyle. When I say regularization of lifestyle, it is very important that you have a positive beginning of your day. You get up early, you do all the necessary things, then exercise plays a very important role in this postmenopausal or perimenopausal age group. Exercise, physical exercise, 1 hour of brisk walking or yoga or stretching or breathing exercise altogether. These things will activate your extra ovarian source of estrogen hormone secretion. They will elevate your mood. They will stop the bone loss because you are doing brisk walking, you are having a thumping exercise on your whole body, bones, and muscles. They will improve your muscle tone and muscle power. And increasing your texture, skin texture, and physical exercise improves your blood circulation. So everything from your heart to lung to bones to all organs are looked after by physical exercise. So first advice is regularization of lifestyle. First thing is exercise in the morning, preferably if you have time, because in the morning hours your body metabolic rate is high. So it is easy
Okay.
to lose calories and yeah. So
Okay.
and then yeah. So if you want to know anything about exercise, Ranjita, if you want to ask anything here,
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, regarding exercise also. It's a slightly different question over here. Like, are there any physical changes also post-menopausal that a woman undergoes?
yes, physical changes, as I told you, the skin, the hair loss, the dryness of skin, the wrinkles, because of the lack of collagen tissues. Low estrogen affects all parts of your body. You feel more fatigued, tired easily, and
And
your dryness or your lack of libido leads to problems between husband and wife. Then dryness of vagina, dryness of skin otherwise, your breasts are sore. You know, there's so many symptoms you feel,
like
and you
weight gain is also there.
just naturally, yeah.
Fat
Wait,
gain, weight
yeah.
gain,
See,
and
they,
growth of
it
facial hair.
does. Yeah, especially that is why I said exercise plays an important role because you tend to gain weight because the metabolic rate goes down, and it's the way you would lose weight at 20s and 30s. It is difficult to lose weight at 40s and 50s. So
Right.
the especially the mid belly, you know, you start putting on weight. So here diet plays a very important role.
Yeah.
You have to firstly you must not skip breakfast because breakfast fuels your day for the day-to-day activity, and you can digest better because morning hours you are active also. Then nutrition plays a very important role. Do not diet as such that you know you have to lose weight. Eat properly, but you eat sensibly. This is
Right.
important. Good amount of protein rich diet, good amount of fiber, like you know all the vegetables, green vegetables, fruits are very good for antioxidants and minerals. Then if you are vegetarian, you know soy protein is good, dal is good, sprouts, then roasted chana, all these are good source of protein. If you are non-vegetarian, of course you have a great variety of non-vegetarian food. So protein, carbohydrate, some amount of carbohydrate is equally important, but your meal should not be mainly carbohydrates so
Mainly
that you don't
carbohydrate.
gain, yeah, you should not gain too much of weight. Have
Right.
prefer to have small frequent meals so that you can digest better because digestion is another problem. Genitourinary problem like stress incontinence and urge incontinence, all these come up. So having good nutritious meal but small frequent meal, and also have plenty of nutritious liquid. When I say nutritious liquid, water plays an important role because some people, because they feel the urge to go to toilet, urinate more often, they feel I should not drink water. But this
Yeah.
is a myth. We must drink at least 3 liters of water along with other nutritious liquid like fresh lime, coconut water, lassi, milk, soups, vegetables soup or any other soup. So these will contribute to hydration of your skin. So your skin dryness will be better. You will wash out all the toxins inside your body. Your organs will be fresh and you will be hydrated and you won't feel fatigued. People who do not drink enough nutritious liquid, they feel fatigued because they do not wash out the toxins. So, nutrition, diet, fluid intake, exercise, then sleeping on time, because you have sleep disturbances because of the sudden hot flushes, sudden
Yeah.
night sweats. So you have sleep disturbances. So how to help yourself? You must sleep at a particular time. Do not, stop all the electronics after 10, I think. Now people are with mobile app, when you are going to bed. You are watching TV while you are going to bed. These things must be avoided. Do something which will soothe your mood, whatever suits you, reading, listening to music, whatever. And try to be active late evening. Do not just sit idle or lead a sedentary lifestyle. This will help you to alleviate your sleep disturbances. I would not say go for the medicines, because you can help yourselves naturally. Drink lots of fluid till still 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. After that, don't drink so much, so that So your water intake should be from morning 7 to evening 7, so that you don't get up in the night for going to toilet too many times. These are small tips. These really help, because if you sleep well, your day is good next day, and
Good.
you feel healthy and you don't feel fatigued.
More active. You are more active.
Yes, more active. And if then one important point is know your body. Once a month, for people who are having menstrual cycle, just after your cycle, stand in front of your mirror. You observe every part of your body. If you see any changes in the breast, any changes anywhere in the skin, so you should report to a doctor. Like signs of breast cancer, any lump or any puckering of skin, nipple. So you must know your actual body to see the changes. So once a month, post-menstrual, you should see, or people who are menopausal, fix one time of the month, see your body.
That
If
is
you see,
another thing. Like, women
yes,
they would not even look at themselves
yeah,
in the mirror.
that's true. That's true. So
Means
it is very
इतना हाँ
important.
इतना ही देखते
It-
हैं, like अब self examination is like the I think the last thing on their
Last
mind.
thing.
लिपस्टिक
This
लगा
is these
लेंगे,
are
काजल लगा लेंगे, हेयर डू करा लेंगे, बट शीशे के
yes,
सामने खड़े होके एक बार खुद को देखना, आई डाउट इट.
I
I
think
doubt
so.
anybody is
So
actually doing that.
why I am sharing these small things, because these are the things will save a woman from going through a bad phase of life. Because if you see a change in around your nipple, quickly if you go, you are detected, suppose at the
Yes,
precancerous level or a early cancer, you are saved. You understand?
right.
Then suppose menopausal lady, you are having watery vaginal discharge, foul smelling vaginal discharge, or anybody who is having irregular menstrual cycle, or in between menstruation you are bleeding, or post-menopausal bleeding, like 1 year you haven't bled. So after that, if you are bleeding, that is not a normal bleeding. That is called post-menopausal bleeding, and that can be malignant. There's cancerous. So quickly, these symptoms, if someone feels, one must not neglect. कि ओ मेरे थोड़ा सा discharge हो रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, I'll go. No. If you're having foul smelling discharge, watery discharge, itching, intermenstrual bleeding, you are having postmenopausal bleeding, most important, you must report to your doctor, because anything which is detected at the beginning or early, you can be saved and you can have a normal life after that. And ideally, once a year checkup, health checkup is very important. One must spend little bit of money on health once a year, because if you do that health checkup so many times, incidental detection of many things like ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer is always incidentally detected because you come to know about the symptoms very late. So mostly detected in ultrasound. Pap smear. The papanicular smear is such an important and inexpensive test. Hardly 1,000 rupees, and you come to know before the cancer begins. So nature gives us lot of time and scope to detect at the right time and precancerous stage and early cancer stage, and that lady can be saved. So these small things, if you follow your checkups, suppose you do the bone densitometry and you see that okay, I'm losing bone, then you take help of the expert how to stop losing bone further, so that you have lost certain amount, you have reached that osteopenia, that is the weakness of bone, but you should prevent it then and there, not to reach osteoporosis, which is brittle, fragile bone. Then you can have fracture very easily. So you can be helped. You should do the test at the right time so that everything is known to you and you can be helped. Also, your family time is very important. When you are having mood swings, do not go into that deep into depression. No, you have to be strong enough. Okay, I'm having irritability. I'm going to, now you are aware that, okay, I'm having low stress and that's why. So I
Right.
will not let this person walk down my, family life. I will fight and I will not let it go into the depression phase. I will come out of it. How you come out of it? Spend time, quality time with your children, spend quality time with your family, your parents, your in-laws, your husband, your friends. Your friends should be more like family, and be try to do something good for the society. If you are busy in a positive manner, suppose the whole day you are sitting idle and watching some TV serials, you will be more negative. Whole day you keep yourself busy in positive things, spend time with your family, cook nicely or whatever you like to do something for the society, create awareness, whatever you have learned, help others, teach some underprivileged people, whichever way, give back to society. Every individual have responsibility first to herself, towards your family, then towards the neighborhood, then towards the whole society. So one must not be selfish thinking that, okay, my family is doing good, okay, fine. No, give back to society. Like you are doing, taking out time on this day to talk about it. So it is like that. We must try, each and every person, every lady has lot of power inside. We are like all women are powerhouse inside. We just need the correct guidance and correct, way to life. So if you can find your path, you may be doing very well as an entrepreneur, as a social worker, as a mother, as a friend, anyone. But do not let low estrogen bog you down. Now, having said that, we'll come back to the medicinal part here. If you want to ask
Yeah.
anything, again, I will wait for
Like
you.
I won't ask you what medicines to take, because people will start self medicating then.
No, that is
Again,
not
then they
good.
will not. So medicinal part, I will only ask, like, can this be controlled through medicines? Because then
Yes,
I want them to go to an expert. Like, self medication is an absolute no no. They should consult. But I
self
want,
medication is not possible. Yeah.
so is there a medical way? Are there medicines to help control this, or like, space it out in an even way so that it is less stressful? Uh,
Hmm. See, also the natural ways, when I told you, one or two points I would like to add here. Spend time in nature. You know,
mhm.
nature plays an important role during this, because menopause is a natural transition period in your life. So if you spend time with, you have few plants, spend time with with those plants, water them. Do not depend on your gardener. You do yourself. You will see those few minutes. You'll be really relaxed. Just nature plays a very important role in our life. If you have a park nearby, go out, sit there. Instead of going to a gym, you can go to the park and walk there so that you can breathe some fresh air. and oxygen. Spend time in nature is one of the way to alleviate the mood, to uplift your mood, because if the natural symptoms are, you can combat natural symptoms with nature. So wherever possible, spend time with nature, spend time, quality time with family, happy time. It's not that you will nag the family or whole day you will be with them. It's not required. Quality time with your friends. And as I told you, the you should wear also what you wear at this time of the life is important, because you should wear cotton fabric, because you feel very hot and sweaty. So
Okay.
cotton fabric, these are small tips. Cotton fabrics, loosely fitted clothing, airy clothing, these are important. And these days, people have the habit of wearing pajamas in the night. That is not a good thing. You need ventilation. You wear one piece of clothing, cotton, that helps. And washing yourself properly before going to bed helps to breathe your skin. So the skin changes will be better if you take care of your skin a little bit. So that is important. And hydration is important. Your clothing is important. And spending time with nature. So these are the natural things. Now, your question was, can medicine help? Yes, suppose after taking all these precautions you have taken, you are still very miserable, you're having a lot of symptoms, hot flushes, all these things, mood swings, depression, then you should go to an expert and get yourself examined, because you can be helped with hormone replacement therapy. Whatever hormone have gone down in your body, we can replace from outside.
Okay.
But yes, that is called hormone replacement therapy. But it is a controversial subject, because anybody and everybody cannot go for hormone replacement therapy. There are side effects if you have, comorbidities.
Yeah.
Like, if you have other diseases, then we do not want to give you hormone. Suppose you have family history of breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer. We don't want to give you hormones. So that is why you cannot start any medication over the counter, or self medication is absolutely no. You have to take advice of the expert, because the history of your family history, your personal history, and your examination, your test before pap smear and other tests before advising hormone replacement therapy is important. Now, what is hormone replacement therapy? There are only estrogen pills or patches, or combined estrogen and progesterone pills, patches, vaginal rings. These are available, and depending on your symptom, the doses, and the requirement for how long you'll have to take, that will be decided by your doctor. But this hormone replacement therapy, if it is suitable for you, you don't have any family history, you have no comorbidity, it really helps to prevent bone loss, to keep your heart in place, because low estrogen can make you prone to cardiovascular disease. Now estrogen is given to you, so you're fine. You're protecting your heart, you're protecting your bones, you're protecting your skin, and other mood swings, irritability, everything is taken care of like premenopausal age group. So these are wonder drugs, but it has to be given by an expert and with lot of caution. How much to take, when to take, who can take it, age of the patient who can take it, and who should avoid it. It is very important, and hormone replacement therapy, if it suits you, it works wonders. It can prevent all your complications.
Thank you so much, Dr. Geeta. I think that was a lot of extensive knowledge over here, and taking time out, because you are a very busy person. Every time, like, there is somebody or the other who's always needing your help. So I think this was a very, very important topic. we had hinted upon this topic, but we hadn't actually touched it. So
Yes.
today on the Women's Day, you conceded to make this a taboo issue as a very comfortable, not no taboo issue over here on our platform. Thank you
Yes.
so much for the time and the effort that you have taken out specially for us and
Yes.
for the women out there who are suffering from this. So I'm sure
Yes.
this is really going to help them. And I'll say bye bye to you over here. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I thank you for coming out on Women's Day and taking out time to talk about a very important subject for all the ladies, for all the women. And I hope whatever we have talked will benefit the viewers. And if they want to reach me, they can reach me. I would love to help them.
Can
And
you just give out the official phone number of Midlife? Because I'm sure they
you
would like
can.
to reach out to you. Like, so where should they reach you?
True, you can. So that, the idea is to create awareness and help the needy. So I would love to help everyone, whatever way. And I just wish them all happiness, health, and beautiful post-menopause. Menopause can be beautiful if you are looked after well. And because now you don't have to think about any other pregnancy problem, small children problem, menstrual problem. So if
Now
you
you're
take it
free.
positively, yeah,
Yes.
if you take it positively, you have another 30, 40, maybe 50 years of beautiful time for yourself. So use it nicely, positively, and be happy.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank
Uh,
you.
thank you for joining us. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ranjita. Thank you.
So I would say to all the women out there, you must learn to help yourself for others to help you. And जितने भी फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं जो फादर्स हैं जो हस्बैंड्स हैं जो sons and daughters and mother-in-laws hai, I think you make up for a wonderful support system for a lady. And this is one place that you have to learn to be a little sensitive when you see her just going off the lid like a zoop. And it's happening quite often. Now you have to, and it syncs with her age group. So, now you know what is early menopausal. It can be early, and if it is within 45 to 50 years of age, you know that she is into that age. So rather than uh, fighting it out with her or confronting her, like, be her support, help her out, take her out, usko bahar leke jaiye, usko clinic pe leke jaiye. This is exclusively women's dedicated clinic, midlife care in Gurugram. I will be posting the posters and everything on our Facebook official page for you to, like, get the phone numbers, etc., where you can reach out to Dr. Geeta Gupta, Geeta Barua over here. And let me tell you, ladies, एक छोटे से एग्जांपल देती हूँ and then I'm close my session over here. आप एक 100 रुपए का नोट लीजिए. कल मैंने एक वुमेन सेमिनार अटेंड किया था, वहां पे बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल मुझे दिया गया था. वही मैं आज आपके पास लेकर आई हूँ. मेरा अपना नहीं है, so I won't take credit for it. ठीक है. आप एक 100 रुपए का नोट लीजिए और आप उसको बाजार में दीजिए कुछ खरीदने के लिए. क्या उसकी वैल्यू घट जाती है? नहीं. 100 रुपया 100 रुपया ही रहता है. अब आप उसको क्रम्पल कर दीजिए, बिल्कुल निचोड़ दीजिए, और बिल्कुल जैसे ये पेपर है, आपने इस पेपर के जैसे उसको ऐसे कर दिया है, ठीक है, क्रम्पल कर दिया है, तो क्या वो 100 रुपए का नोट अपनी वैल्यू खो देता है? नहीं. अब आप अगर इस 100 रुपए के नोट को लेते हैं और आप इसको मिट्टी में घिस देते हैं, या इसके ऊपर कीचड़ भी लग जाती है, या इसके ऊपर स्याही गिर जाती है, तो क्या ये 100 रुपए के नोट अपनी वैल्यू खो देता है? नहीं. अगर ये साइड से थोड़ा फट जाता है, हम इसको टेप लगा के चला देते हैं, तब भी क्या इसकी वैल्यू घट जाती है? नहीं. So, ladies and women out there, you are like that 100 rupee note. It could be 100 rupee note, 2000 rupee note. Your life has got much more value. So, कोई आपको क्रम्पल करे या कोई आपको नीचा दिखाने की कोशिश करे या फिर कोई आपको तोड़ने की कोशिश करे, आप क्रिएटर है. भगवान ने अपने बाद सृष्टि, भगवान ने सृष्टि रची है, एंड गॉड हैज गिवन यू द पावर, द मदर, द अन्नपूर्णा. यू आर द क्रिएटर. You have the power. You don't need to be empowered. You're already empowered. So just listen to the woman inside you. Listen, follow your sixth sense. And yes, postmenopausal can be a beautiful, beautiful era to live in. Post that 50s, जब आपकी सारी डिपेंडेंसीज खत्म हो जाती है, यू आर अ फ्री वुमन. आप अपनी लाइफ को दोबारा से शुरू करिए. स्टार्ट योर लाइफ वंस अगेन. और फिर हर वो चीज करिए लाइफ में जिसके वजह से आप रुक गए थे. अब आपकी लाइफ बेरुके चलेगी, बशर्ते आप अपनी लाइफ को चेंज करना चाहे. Yes, you, the woman, on International Women's Day, let's hold each other's hand, be the support of our family, allow them to be our support, and change our life for better. With this, I'll take leave of you. Do keep us posted with your questions. If you want, you can talk to us directly. And if you have liked what we have shared with you today, इसको बिंदास शेयर करिए, जहां मर्जी शेयर करिए, डाउनलोड करिए, लोगों के साथ शेयर करिए, हमारे फेसबुक पेज से शेयर करिए. Share it with all your women friends and your sisters and your men folk and your brothers, so that they can help your bhabis, or your, just make this word go around that uh, it is not a problem. Menopause is not a problem. It's a wonderful second phase of life, and how we can help ourselves and others. So, इसके साथ मैं आज बंद करती हूँ अपना शो. Thank you for watching, and do spread the word. If you like it, again I'll say it, share, comment, like, and get the word around. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you again from RN Talks, and we'll come up next time again with you on the same platform with something new. Bye bye.